They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Winston now. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 13. Screen, 17. Switch. Check nickel. And even.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Wide. Get wide. Switch. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey. Check 43.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go, even.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 27 yards. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
19. Quick.
Now Wilson. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Number 28, Russell Wilson. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
You go tight. You got tight right there. 6 guys. Further.
To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Switch it. Touch 50.
From the 36, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Josh Gordon there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kissed it on the ground.
From the 27th, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Winston now from the 50. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo. And
now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run on first down. Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down now. It's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Watch that screen. Watch that screen. Check the hot read. Showing it. Showing it. Kill, 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 kill.
On first down, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. This is Jones.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready? Blue ready. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Green, triple team.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
So we got man. 5-0. Delta.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's get in there. 49 hot.
Jameis to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Third and long. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That's it. Big team. Under team.
On second down, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Let's convert.
fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think you baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run again with Carson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mike, 45. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Gun. Get that ball. Watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Complete to Mike Evans. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mighty, white 25, 49. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Green, triple team.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's got Evans. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Ready?
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're going for it. It's Hill. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready? Slack 22.
Ready? Tight end right. 3 down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch twins. Check. Slam.
Check 50. Easy. Watch twins.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up third down.
Ready? Blue lady.
On 3rd down, Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch QB drop.
4th down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's 2nd and 16.
From the 16, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Hill looks to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 50, plant.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans! Jared Cook, 38 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Fielded about a yard deep. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check. Yo, go. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Deuce. Hard.
99. Check 9.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Dancing to his left. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Easy, opposite. Sammy. Hey, Haywood.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run on first down. Jones, he will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it here with Logan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Third and short yardage, Winston. He can run for it, and he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. He'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, box drop.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Alert 3. 22 jet bomber. Bravo. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowds. Guard. Check 13. Hey.
Hill on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On first down. It's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Green, 17. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go, even.
On third down, Winston escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Winston looking for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jameis again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gay's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
X3, 218.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Down, 30 base.
Down to lose 1. Tie that left. 3 down.
2. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Both sevens are mine.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go one more. 47 more.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the safety creep. Hey, check 24.
Easy. Hey. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Winston now. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. This is Logan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That one complete to Hill. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Ready, to kill. Got a lady. Here we go, here we go. Whoa. Twist, watch the twist. Tight dog, tight dog.
On play action, it's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 28 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. connects with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Saints, 21. Will Rice to kick off for New Orleans.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They run with Logan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Winston, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and now it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Here we go. Hey, exit.
Breeze to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamond dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, blue 80. Let's go. Check. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Jones.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, Logan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run. This is Hill. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check 24, check 24.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
No. Say. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This time Jackson will throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense.
7-7, our score after 1. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 64 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jackson on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Shift! Watch the shift!
On 2nd and 12, Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
We all rush in, rush in, rush in.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 57 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Logan. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, stop.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Perriman, 59 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Check safety. Check safety. Kill. Pause. Hey, turn.
Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on second and 10. Winston and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
We got this.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. 26 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shift.
And again, it's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep. Move. Check it out, please. Showing that. Kill. Check 9. Hey, stop. Let me go.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Carl Nassib, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but it works some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Second and 12 at the 48 line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Andrews. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've been so good on third down all day. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, going into the final.
I can play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 20. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, blue lady, 48 months. Check. 5 on it. Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This complete to Jones.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
To throw is Winston. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. For a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run it with Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, It's Jones, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. On the double. Come on. Quick. Alert flare.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With the score, Ravens 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Let's go. Get the flag. Check 45 to Mike. Come on. 61. Max box. Right. 6. Chance. Kill. Echo. Kill. Turn up. Jim. Shift. Watch the shift. Squeeze. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run with Hill, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watch the screen.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check 43. Check.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. On 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They start the second half with Hill. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Hill. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready, black, check right. Double tight, guys, double tight.
A first down throw for Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, they run with Hill. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tucker's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 51 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 54. Not here. It's great. Go. SOS. Watch twitch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, a late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Winston to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island. Follow. Easy.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawks.
Feel like